So there's a lot of people talking about power right now in this moment, and that makes sense because we're worried about who's losing power, who's gaining power, and how in the midst of all this do we retain our own personal power. This has been a major subject in my own life, so I really want to share a little bit about my experience with you and then let you know the one thing that you can do to always retain your personal power no matter what, and you will make yourself unstoppable if you do this. So when I was a midshipman at the Naval Academy, I was like a young teenage girl basically walking into that environment. And there were a lot of men there that didn't like the fact that I was there. Me and the other women around me, we were tall and outspoken and good looking, and that just rubbed them the wrong way. And they didn't approve of it. They wanted me gone, and I had multiple people get in my face and yell at me and say, it's my personal mission to make sure that you don't make it through this place. Rather than chasing their approval, I just proved them wrong and did it anyway. And then when I was medically discharged from the Navy, after I graduated and had been an officer for a while, went through some back issues that I've spoken about before. A lot of people judged me for having a medical problem because in that community that's, a frowned upon thing, or it makes you not as valuable. Rather than looking to people for approval, I decided to approve of myself and decided that no matter what had happened to me or my body, I was still going to find a way to show my body love through movement, to take care of myself, to be joyful, and to have a purpose in this world when what I thought I had been training for, becoming a naval officer, and that purpose got taken away from me. It can be a really scary thing when you feel like somebody else is encroaching on your personal power, or somebody doesn't approve of your lifestyle or your choices or the person that you are. And it's terrible, and I don't want to diminish how awful that feels. But if you choose that you're going to be the person that you are and stand for what you stand for and live how you live and do what makes you happy no matter what, nobody can take that away from you. You retain your power. It doesn't matter who is your boss or your president or your parent or your spouse or your friend or your neighbor. It doesn't matter who else in your life is wielding some form of power over you. You can be the person that you want to be. You can be the woman that you want to be and live at full amplitude. If you choose to approve of yourself, stop presenting who you are and what you stand for and how you live to anybody else to have an opinion about. Choose for yourself, be self-approved, and you will always be in control. You will always retain your power no matter what. And once you do that, you're living at full amplitude, making no apologies for who you are, being exactly the woman that you were meant to be. You will be unstoppable. I know this to be true because in my own life, it wasn't until I really laid down the law with myself and everyone around me, and not in a forceful way, but I just made a choice that I was going to be me and that I was going to do the stuff that made me happy, and I wasn't going to seek approval from anybody anymore. And in that moment, everything in my life changed. And now I get to look back and say, I'm a plus size model. I'm living my dream. I get to make content like this and inspire and empower other people. And that's available to you too. You just have to choose that you're going to be in control of who you are, how you live, and what you stand for, no matter what else is happening around you. And once you do that, you are unstoppable. So, hope this helps. Please share, comment, share your experience, ask a question, suggest something else that we can talk about in the next episode, and I hope you have a great week. Stay positive.